Can we do it that way? So, then what is forgiveness? So when we forgive, those sayings that can sound cute, but they are very misleading. Okay? If I punch you now and you forgive me, will you ever forget that the priest punched you? Yes, you can forget that. You can forget that. But can you forgive? Yes. So this idea of forgive and forget is not real. You don't forget what the other did to you. And remembering what the other did is integral to forgiving. Because we cannot forgive what we don't remember. Okay? So remembering is part of forgiving, but I know what you did to me, and I willfully choose to forgive, to let go. So guilt must be worked through. It's not this idea of ignoring. Okay? I forgive them, but I don't want to see them. Okay? I forgive them. No. You don't ignore sin. You don't ignore guilt. We have to work through it. So, what happens? As a person who has been offended, if someone offends me, number one, I have to die to my pride. Okay? I will never forgive them. Or if I will, they have to do A, B, C, D. What did I do before God sent the Son to die for me? Did I do anything? No. While we were still sinners, enemies of God, God sent the Son to die for us. None of us asked for the incarnation. Now look, God, we are sorry, do it this way. No. God simply did it. So who am I to say that I will not forgive you if you don't ask for forgiveness? And in the way I ask you to do it. So we have to die to the self. So Pope Benedict, that's what he says here, that guilt must be worked through, healed, and thus overcome. It exacts a price, first from the person who forgives. One must overcome within oneself the evil done to him or to her. It must be burnt interiorly, one to be renewed. So I must, as we said, die to the self. Number one, the number one thing that prevents us from forgiving is pride. You can't treat me like that. I'm very important around you. You don't know? Don't talk to me like that. That's the pride that prevents us from forgiving. So that's what we need to die to. Okay. Some of us, there are people not even far away from us, in our own families. Okay? People we have never reached out to for 20, 30, 40 years. Because something happened. Some time back. Okay? Now does it mean that when we reach out, the other will accept what it reconciles with it? No, they may not. They may not. But that's your problem. I have done my part. I have reached out. I have worked through my guilt, my pride. Okay? And I'm ready to forgive. I'm ready to let go. Okay? So what the Pope tells us here is very important. Okay? As we go through that process, what are we doing? He says that as a result, one also involves the other. In that process of renewing myself, one also involves the other, the trespasser, in this process of transformation, of inner purification, and both parties suffering all the way through and overcoming evil are made new. How do we involve the other?
Pray for them.
Yes. Pray for your enemies. Jesus tells us against Sermon on the Mount. Pray for your enemies. So prayer is a wonderful act of involving the offender. If we can truly pray for someone who has offended us, we know that we indeed have forgiven. If we can pray, and what are we praying for? Their conversion, their salvation. We're not praying for them that God teaches them a good lesson. That is retaliation. That will not renew the other. That will not lead the other to conversion. Okay? Just to think about it, if someone is your enemy and they don't like you, and when you pray for them and you reconcile and become enemies, there's nothing better than that. But sometimes we want to keep our grudges. Because we feel good about hating the other. We feel good about conflict. But we suffer. In our pridefulness, we suffer when we keep those grudges. Okay? And we keep telling people about it. I don't care. But you care. That's why you are talking about it. It bothers you. So I need to overcome that pridefulness and involve the other. And that will lead both to a good place. Conversion and renewal in Christ Jesus. So we stop there for today. We'll continue from there next time. The glory to the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit.
As it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be, world without end. Amen.
Thanks for coming and have a good night.
Thank you.